thing off, man.
Shalom, brothers.
Yeah, shalom. Yeah, you already know. Look, man, it don't even matter what our names are, man.
Yeah.
We're Hebrew Israelites, man.
That's right.
Right? All praise unto Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, man.
That's right.
For giving unto us this doctrine, man. Right? The truth, right? Which is taught through the elders of GMS, man.
That's right.
Yeah? That's why we give double honors unto the elders, man. Straight up. Honors to all the brothers out there in sincerity and truth, speaking the same thing, man. Because that's what this thing's all about. So we're just gonna go in today, we're just gonna keep it right to the point, man, on the Israelite foreigners, man. Beginning with Cornelius, man. And basically just curse out this demon, this devil, this rat, known as Danger Rat down there in Brixton with his Ninja Turtles, right, who's teaching many fallacies. But today we're gonna cut just one of those fallacies, man, saying that, oh, if you ain't from Jamaica, basically if you ain't on the 12 tribe sign, then you ain't an Israelite and you can't come into this truth, which that's not in the Bible, man. That's not in the scriptures, man, because you're gonna get Israelite foreigners, man. So we're just gonna get straight into it. What scripture did you have? Daniel 9:7.
Yeah, Daniel 9:7, yeah. Daniel chapter 9 verse 7. O Lord, righteousness belongeth unto thee,
yep.
But unto us confusion of faces.
Right, unto us confusion of faces. Meaning what? On one level, that's talking about we ain't gonna know who we are. On the second level, we're gonna actually look different, man. You're gonna get Israelites that look different, man, through what? Miscegenation, man. That's simple. That's something that's earthly, man. That's something that even a decade in the world can understand. That you get so-called mixed race people, man. People that look different, man, because they got one mother from here and a father from a different place, man. That's simple. Right? Go on.
As it is to this day.
Yep. And to this day. Right? Danger Rat. Go on.
To the men of Judah and to the inhabitants of Jerusalem,
yep.
And unto all Israel that are near and that are far,
yep.
Through all the countries whither thou hast driven them.
That's right. All the countries, man. Which when we're gonna have to get in the scriptures, but when you go into the scriptures, you find out that what Judah alone is dispersed through the four corners of the earth. So are the four corners of the earth just in America and Jamaica? That's what you have to ask yourself. And are they all going to look like Shaft? You got to get some of them scattering scriptures up there, Ark.
Well, let's get this Isaiah 11:11.
Yeah.
And it shall come to pass in that day that the Lord shall set his hand again the second time to recover the remnant of his people, which shall be left from Assyria, and from Egypt, and from Paphros, and from Cush, and from Elam, and from Shinar, and from Hamath, and from the islands of the sea. And he shall set up an ensign for the nations, and shall assemble the outcasts of Israel.
The outcasts, the Israelite foreigners, man. Which when you go deep, we already Israelite foreigners, but there's even another level of Israelite foreigner now. You got the dudes who are in the main areas where the tribes are, and then you got the Israelites that are way out there, man. Living in the middle of China some damn where, man. Eating fucking boiled rice and fucking pork soup, man.
You even got a brother like that in the truth. He's out there, he's upload Romy. He's from the Philippines.
But there you go.
So
there you go, because the scripture said he's going to set up an ensign, which is what? This truth. And he's going to gather out the men, beginning spiritually through the word, and then literally through the chariots, right? Men from all them countries. Read them countries again,
We shall be left from Assyria.
Assyria. Did not Israel go into captivity into this by the hands of the Assyrians? The 10 tribes went into captivity in Assyria, man. Then you would have had Judites who would have went up into Assyria to live. Then on top of that, every time Israel went into a captivity, Jacob's going into slavery, right?
Yeah.
That's in it. So I'm trying to find it in the Apocrypha, man, because it tells you clean that there were slave drivers, man, getting ready to buy Hebrew Israelite slaves. Let's see if I can get that, man.
Yeah, man. The island of land you come from doesn't determine whether or not you're an Israelite, man. It's through the blood, the lineage, and the father line of that so-called person, man.
If that was the case, half of you people in dangerous fucking class, you'd be classed as British and you'd be classed as heathens. So then it wouldn't make sense. Your whole doctrine would be cut.
That's right, man. That's why the scripture said we'll be scattered through the four corners of the earth, man. That's everywhere. You understand? Because really, the discerning thing in this truth that determines whether or not you're an Israelite is the scriptures, man. It's the spirit, the word.
I got that. I can bring that out quickly.
Yeah, bring that up quickly.
Romans 8:16. The Spirit itself beareth witness with our spirit that we are the children of God.
That's right, man. It's a spiritual thing, man. It ain't a carnal thing, man. just judging by a person's look or from the land that he was born in. It's not about that, man. Everything is spiritual, man. So you have to go by the Spirit, man. And that's why the scriptures say, try every spirit, man, through the word.
Yeah.
Because otherwise you don't find that who is of God, who Israel is, man, who are of Israel.
Yeah.
Yep.
And the elect, man. You don't find that out. You got that?
Yeah, I got that in First Maccabees, the 3rd chapter, and the 41st verse. It says, and the merchants of the country, hearing the fame of them, which is speaking about the army that was raised up against Judas Maccabees. And the scriptures tell you, if I go up a bit, tells you, man, basically had an army of heathens, man. Let me get the meat on what's going on right here. The 13th verse, it says, now when Seron, a prince of the army of Syria, heard say that Judas had gathered unto him a multitude and a company of the faithful to go out with him to war, he said, I will get me a name and honor in the kingdom, for I will go fight with Judas and them that are with him, who despise the king's commandment. So he made him ready to go up, and there went with him a mighty host of the ungodly to help him and to be avenged of the children of Israel. Right, so basically that means there was Assyrians in the army. Then you would have had mercenaries from the different heathen nations, man, because they wanted to get vengeance upon Israel, because we used to put a foot up their ass. So when you go down, it says to the 41st verse, it says, and the merchants of the country, hearing the fame of them, took silver and gold very much with servants, and came into the camp to buy the children of Israel for slaves. A power also of Syria and of the land of the Philistines joined themselves unto them. So what's that telling you? Now when you go through that, you find out that we defeated them in battle. But what does that tell you what would happen when Israel would, because there's times when we got defeated, we went into captivity.
Yeah.
So what would happen to Israelite children in captivity? They would be sold. Is that not standard?
Mm-hmm.
Now did we have a choice where it would be sold? No. You might get sold to a Moabite, because it was whoever had the money, right?
Yeah, right,
you might get sold to a Moabite, you might get sold to an Assyrian, you might get sold to a fucking Arab. Right, wait, you know them Arabs that had that shit.
Yeah.
So guess what? That child, he wouldn't have had the full knowledge or understanding of who he is and that. He would have grown up wherever he was in slavery.
I'll go quick.
Get that.
Joel 3:3. And they have cast lots for my people, and have given a boy for a harlot, and sold a girl for wine, that they might drink.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And that happened with the transatlantic slave trade. But that was happening every time Jake went into slavery.
Yeah.
That's how we were scattered throughout one of the ways we were scattered throughout all the nations, man.
And just to add to that, they didn't ask them, where you from, what country you from, we want to give it to someone in this land or that land. It was whoever had what they wanted.
That's
whoever had the butter, the wine or the whatever they were after. It wasn't. They didn't do it by I want this slave to go to this land. You dumb, you're fools, man.
And then another thing, I just thought about it. When you go into slavery, you ain't got a choice of what woman you lay down with. Your master gives you a woman, man. So if that woman was a damn Edomite slave, you're going to have to lay down with that Edomite. How are the children going to turn out? And the children might get sold again. Then they don't know who the hell they are. That's how we're scattered throughout all these nations, man. You people just got to be real about the situation. Israel is scattered, man. You had Israelites who just didn't even know they were Israelites back in Paul's days, man. People, man.
And all that's going to bring them back is this word, man.
That's it, which we're going to get into that. You got them some scattering scriptures there, but
I got one.
yeah, bring it up. Bring out some of these scriptures. Just
Jeremiah 9:16. I will scatter them also among the heathen, whom neither they nor their fathers have known, and I will send a sword after them, to have consumed them.
That's plain. That's plain. Right? I got another one here. Deuteronomy 28 and 64. It says, and the Lord shall scatter thee among all people from the one end of the earth even unto the other, and there thou shalt serve other gods, which neither thou nor thy fathers have known, even wood and stone. And among these nations shalt thou find no ease, neither shall the sole of thy foot have rest. But the Lord shall give thee there a trembling heart, and failing of eyes, and sorrow of mind. So that's letting you know that Israel scattered among all nations, man. Among all these nations, you're gonna find Israelites, because that's the word of the Most High declared that that's how it's gonna be. Right? We get yo, bro, get where you got there? Yeah, get that one. Yeah.
Baruch 2 and 1. Therefore the Lord hath made good his word, which he pronounced against us, and against our judges that judged Israel, and against our kings, and against our princes, and against the men of Israel and Judah, to bring upon us bring upon us great plagues, such as never happened under the whole heaven. As it come to pass in Jerusalem, according to the things that were written in the law of Moses, that a man should eat the flesh of his own son, and the flesh of his own daughter. Moreover, he hath delivered them to be in subjection to all the kingdoms that are round about us.
To all the kingdoms that are round about us. Didn't we just speak about Israelites going in, getting sold into these different nations, man? That's in the scriptures. Go on.
To be as a reproach and a desolation among all the people round about.
Right.
But the Lord hath scattered them.
That's right.
Thus we were cast down and not exalted, because we have sinned against the Lord our God,
That's
and have not been obedient unto his words.
That's right, man. That's right. Right, brother, get Leviticus 26, the 33rd. Because we're going to have to drum this point home, man, that Israel was scattered among all nations. And this thing didn't just start yesterday, you know. The scattering of Israel started like thousands of years ago, man. And all of Israel, at no point did all of Israel come back. That's another thing. Not all Israel returned from Babylon. Not all Israel returned from Babylon. There were still Israelites who, one, maybe they couldn't return, and two, some of them didn't want to return. So they were scattered throughout all the kingdoms, man. That's from Babylon times. Some of them straight weren't following the laws, man. They were picking up women from the other nations, multiple women from the other nations, man.
And you could even look at it like this, man. Like how Daniel was a servant to the king in Babylon. It would be the same thing. You would have had other Jakes that would have had high positions in their slavery, because they would have been good Uncle Toms and shit.
That's right.
So they would have thought, why am I going to go back to Israel? Well, we have to build up.
Jake loves oppression, man.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, we see that today.
Yeah, man. They didn't want to leave Egypt, man. Yeah, they didn't want to leave Egypt,
man. So niggas, so that's the brothers made the point there. Some niggas just didn't want to return. You niggas don't want to. It don't look like you niggas want to go back.
No,
you niggas is teaching some foolishness, man. Some virgin birth madness. You got the next
26, 23, yeah?
Yeah, and 33.
Oh, 33.
Yeah.
Leviticus chapter 26, verse 33. And I will scatter you among the heathen, and will draw out a sword after you, and your land shall be desolate, and your cities waste.
That's right, man. That's right. See, the Most High specifically said he was going to scatter us many times, man. But you niggas seem, you can't get that into your mind. You caught up, yeah, the 12 tribes sign, because guess what? You got the Most High put the bulk of the tribes in certain places to fulfill the prophecies. But you got, we're still, that don't mean we ain't scattered. Just like when you go back in ancient times, during the time of Rome, you had Judea. But that don't mean that they weren't Judah scattered throughout the other nations as well. Today, Judea is really America. America is really Judea. Cause that's where you got a whole heap of Judah, and spiritual Jerusalem is there in New York. But that don't mean you ain't got Judah scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. You dudes are just, you bugged out your mind, man. Let me get a look at Tobit, man.